Welcome back into CBS Sports HQ, getting you ready for Wild Card Weekend. Vikings getting ready to face against the Rams. So here's the thing. Their offense, Sam Darnold, almost kind of looked like they turned back into a pumpkin during that last game to the Lions. So the defense, though, here's the good thing for the Vikings defense. Taking a look at these stats, they're top 5 in a lot of categories, including first in the league in takeaways. For more on this, we're going to send it over to Pete Prisco, Douzable. Guys, is it the Vikings defense that will have to carry them to a victory?
It might have to be, man. And when you look at this defense, you saw the stats right there. They're one of the top defenses in all of football. Brian Flores does a really good job stemming the defensive front and moving the linebackers around to make you over-communicate on the offense. We're going to get into some film and show you why it is so hard against this Vikings defense. Right here, they got a 3-down front. You're going to see a late stem by Jonathan Grenard, which means he's going to move down and rush in the B-gap. Blake Cashman is going to wrap him. Josh Metellus off the edge. Now, the Green Bay Packers actually picked this up really well, Pete, but because guys are open, they're not. Jordan Love isn't able to get the ball. Right here, you see Jonathan Grenard. He stems down, get Josh Metellus off the edge. They pick it up, but nice job by Jonathan Grenard. Nice balanced rush, keeping his hands free. He's able to attack Jordan Love. We're going to show you this from the end zone copy because, Pete, Jordan Love missed an opportunity for a big play here, and that's what Minnesota wants to do. They want to create havoc. That way your quarterback's not looking downfield. Right here, you're going to see to the left of your screen. Jaden Reed is wide open, but because he's looking at the rush, he isn't able to let that go. Jonathan Grenard does a really good job coming off the block, and then Blake Cashman, look at the effort to get the sack.
Well, they also had the tight end in the flat. If he wanted to go there too, he did have a safety valve. He panicked on that play. It was not a good quarterback play for sure.
Exactly, because like you said, they picked everything up. He had guys open
and make the throw,
but he was looking down at the rush and wasn't able to get to his receiver. Let's get to this next snap because I really love this one from the Minnesota Vikings. Man indicator. Tucker Kraft goes in motion. Josh Metellus follows him. That means it's man indicator. They're going to bring 4 off the edge right here. But look at this up here. This is a man beater. You get a natural rub route. But again, the pressure comes, and Jordan Love is not looking down the field. He's looking at the rush. And by the time he tries to get to Jaden Reed, Byron Murphy does a nice job breaking on that play right here. You're going to see Grenard, Ward, they're going to loop here. You're going to get Van Ginkel, and Cashman adds because he has the back man-to-man coverage.
There's your problem. You have a one-on-one here. He's got to go here. That's the guy. There's no need for him to slide that way. He's got to stay there.
And that's what that load front can do, right? You're supposed to slide that, but because nobody comes right away, he thinks he can help the offensive tackle. But no, you're right, Pete. He has to slide this way because this is where the stun is coming. And again, Blake Cashman only adds because he has the back. We call that a green dog. Again, another opportunity for an explosive play, but because you're looking down at the rush, you don't get to the explosive play. Let's get to this next play, because I really love what the Seattle Seahawks did to try to mitigate what the Vikings do. You get the short motion, double cadence. Oh, Josh Metellus is coming. We have to slide this way. The safety also comes down as well. So play action pass. We want DK Metcalf on this deep dig route, but the Minnesota Vikings do a good job in fire zone, which is a 303 deep zone. Look at the zone drops by these linebackers. He can't throw it to DK Metcalf, so he has to hold the ball, and then Josh Metellus uncovers, and because of the pressure, he tries to go to Noah Fant late. Ill-advised throw. Nice job by Dallas Turner, undercutting that and getting an interception. So even when they uncover you, right, they do such a good job in their zone coverage drops that they can force you into mistakes, Pete.
And here's the thing. We're looking at this. We're looking at all this exotic stuff that he does on all those plays. Key to the beating them, run the ball.
Gotta run the ball.
They're second in the league in run defense,
They're
so
really
it's not easy to run on them, but I still think that's where the Rams will go early and often because their whole offense is predicated on running the ball.
Correct.
They will run at that. Not a big defense either, so you can run at them, I think.
This last play, I mean, they caused headaches to offensive coordinators earlier in the season. This double A gap mug, Pete. He got 6 right here. Now, you're going to see Jared Goff checks. He could add Laporta in the protection, but he decides to slide the offensive line, right? But you get a bust right here by the right guard. He doesn't slide down. Jared Goff is responsible for the free rusher, but now you get 2 free rushers because the guard busted this protection. As we play it down, you're going to see Ivan Pace. He's going to run through the A-gap, and you're going to also see Van Ginkel come off the edge. Again, now you got a 2-on-1. Look at this up top. They go into the zone coverage. It looks like man, but it's a fire zone again. And you're putting Harrison Smith in the bind because you go empty. He has to choose. Do I stay with this receiver or the one down the middle? Tim Patrick is wide open for a touchdown, Pete. But again, because of the rush, they make you panic, and you're not able to stay in the pocket and throw the ball down the field.
When you go back to that play, the panic happens at the right guard position.
Yep.
That's a backup right there.
Yep,
that's Kevin Zeitler. So you got to be, even if you're a backup, you go in. You got to understand your assignment against those pressure looks.
And to your point, we saw in the second half the Lions adjust. Ben Johnson do a really good job having to answer for pressure because Minnesota gave them this look in the goal line, and they end up having Gibbs on Van Ginkel one-on-one. He hits him on an angle route for a touchdown. So if you're the Rams, right, like Pete said, you have to be able to run the ball, be physical, but you have to have an answer for pressure because if you don't, it's going to be a long day for you against this defense.
Absolutely. You got to stress those secondary players in zone coverage.
Guys, we appreciate it. More of that, if you will. It was just such a good film breakdown. I wasn't ready for them to stop.
You just wanted them to keep going there, didn't you?
Absolutely. Look, this is why we have those guys breaking down film, giving you highlights, getting you ready for the NFL postseason. It's all right here on CBS Sports HQ.